Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and tonight we're talking about sleep. Sleep. It is all about quality, not quantity. We've all had that where we sleep like, I slept like 8 hours. I feel like I slept 2 hours. What's going on with me? And then if you get stuck in that same rut again and again and again, it gets super frustrating because you feel like no matter what you do, you are constantly trying to catch up on sleep, which isn't really a thing. Can't really catch up on it. Nope. There are a lot of factors that go into your sleep. I'm just touching on a few of them here, but there's a lot of factors that go into getting good sleep, getting good rest, feeling rested. And one of the most important qualities of sleep really is related to your overall health and metabolism. If you can't get good sleep, there's no way, I don't care how much you're working out during the day. If you chronically have terrible sleep, I don't care that you're eating the perfect diet. I don't care how many miles you're running a day. It's really going to take a toll on your health and your results. Sleep, rest, repair, such key things. Every athlete knows this. Every person who, really pushes their body, it's like work hard, play hard. It's like work out hard, rest hard. Sleep hard. You sleep hard. You know what I mean? Sleep is such an important part of your recovery that if you are not getting good sleep, you are really missing out on some really key things for your health and results. So, first thing that I want to talk about with the quality of it, again, it's about quality, not quantity. What do you mean by that? I'm talking about sleep cycles. So again, when we talk about getting into deep sleep, REM sleep, all those things, some people are familiar with this. You might be thinking, yeah, I've heard of that, right? And if you've never tracked your sleep cycles, that's a good place to start. Sleep cycles can be anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. You'll notice this if you ever wake up too early in the morning and you're like, dang it, I have just a little bit before my alarm goes off. I'll just fall back to sleep for a little bit. And even if it's like 45 minutes or something, you're like, that was terrible. I wake up feeling worse than I did when I woke up too early. Why? Why is that? Sleep cycles. You woke up in the middle of a sleep cycle. Ugh. So if you're going to take a nap for a whole sleep cycle. What? Yeah. I mean, sure, power nap can kind of help reset your brain, 20 minutes, something like that. Sure. But it's not actually getting a quality sleep cycle in if it's not this amount of time. Yes, very important to note. There are some people who get really into their sleep and they'll actually set their alarm for a certain number of sleep cycles. Yeah, and there's a difference. I notice if I get only 4 sleep cycles a night, again, it can be anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. I have a watch that tracks my sleep cycles for me. I feel tired, even if I got a certain number of hours. But if I get 5 or 6 sleep cycles, I feel amazing. I feel like Superwoman, honestly. It's incredible. That's about the quality of sleep and getting enough sleep cycles in. Yes. And the next thing to talk about, of course, is cortisol. Your cortisol levels, your stress levels. This is really important to track. If you are not watching your stress levels throughout the day, your body cannot wind down at night. Yes, it's important not to have screens. Yes, it's important to do all these, essential things, healthy things during the day. But if you are not getting these key things done during the day, there's no way your system can wind down enough at night because your cortisol patterns are off. How do we know that? Dutch test. Dutch test tells us what your cortisol patterns are throughout the day, when they should be coming up, when they should be coming down, and if your adrenals, look at that, that's a picture of your adrenal gland. That's supposed to be a cross-section of it in case you're like, what is that? Yeah. It sits right on top of your kidney, so they didn't draw this. Maybe I will at some point. How fun would that be? Kidneys right here, right? But this is an important piece of it, of how your adrenals function and related to your cortisol rhythms. So your circadian rhythms are related to your cortisol patterns throughout the day and night. If you are not on the wait list for the next 12-week challenge, I'm going to put a link right here in the comments. Boom, for you to get on the wait list, get a Dutch test, start working on this. These are the things that we do in the 12-week program. So it's an incredible game changer. It really, really is. So cortisol, sleep cycles, all those things. The last one on here I put is, does it say melatonin? Yes, melatonin. Melatonin is one of the neurotransmitters that are checked in Dutch. We also check a lot of other things. We check your dopamine, norepinephrine, epinephrine, some other things as well. But melatonin, those levels can actually tell us how good your sleep has been, right? Some people are like, well, I'm fine, or I get used to it, or I'm okay. Ooh, but if we actually take a really close look at your melatonin levels, it can tell us a whole lot about your sleep. And just taking melatonin or something like that oftentimes isn't just the quick fix answer. For some women, it is. For some women, taking a little bit goes a long way with the melatonin. If you take too much, you might have crazy dreams or wake up and feeling really groggy, right? It's always important to take the right amount of things for your body, your system. Every body is different, right? So keep that in mind when I make a recommendation like this, a blanket recommendation. I'm not just throwing stuff out there. It's, hey, make sure you're taking into account what your system needs, because some people are a lot more sensitive than others. But melatonin, sometimes a little bit, goes a really long way, and it's wonderful. For other people, they're like, yeah, I tried melatonin, it didn't do anything. It didn't do squat for me. What the heck? Yeah, because your system probably wasn't depleted in melatonin, right? And again, we measure this in the Dutch test. Your system probably had enough melatonin, and you were fine. So you were not needing it, and maybe you needed something different. Maybe some valerian or L-theanine would have been a better choice. Right? There's different things that you can take, or perhaps really focusing on your cortisol levels differently. Yes, helps your system get better quality sleep, and that improves a lot of things for you. So sleep is one of the most evasive things, and there are some people who have sleep issues around certain times of their cycle or hormones. When you're in the progesterone phase, sometimes women have issues with sleep. That means that your hormone balance is off. Yeah. Some women have sleep issues or insomnia, when they're pregnant or even after pregnancy. You might be like, well, it's just they have a baby. Well, yes, but even if the baby's sleeping, they can't sleep. These are things that can happen for women, and it's related to your hormones. It's related to how your system is functioning. So getting these things, pat down, like, okay, yep, I've got this, check, I've got this, check, I've got this, check. What else can I work on? Then it's hormones. Right? That's why I do the 12-week challenge. That's why I work with women the way that I do. We focus on getting all your nutrition and everything else aligned with your cycle, with your hormones, whatever you need. And if you're like, well, what about if I don't have a cycle anymore? I have a whole program for women in menopause. So again, get on the wait list for the 12-week program. Both of the wait lists are there. So it's just that one list, and then you choose which program you would need, the regular or the menopause one. So it's all right there. And then other resources I have for you are my podcast, The Female Health Solution, and then my YouTube channel is Dr. Beth Westy, and just some different things for you to check out. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please let me know if you have any other questions, and I will see you later.